Hey, it's Mr. Random Pop Culture News Freak here once again, aka Mr. Manny Wolverine. You guys are wrestling rock for this channel. On my social media platforms and hashtags such as Twitter, aka X, Instagram, BShoot, Righty on Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, aka Rumble Minds, Reddit, just in case the channel gets shut down, terminated, God forbid, DDoS, hacks, doxed, or worse. Shot banned by the YouTube algorithm, God forbid. Anyways, sorry. Gotta credit's due. My massive shout out to my boy, the man, myth, the legend, the Thunder from Down Under, aka my boy. Sorry about that. Man, myth, the legend, Mr. Andrew Colony, aka better known as Crystal Fissure. For making this music in the background, I'll leave a link to his video in the description box below. Mass credit goes in. I was going to talk about another bit of news of Ben Shapiro, aka this dude that owns Daily Wire. He made another version of Snow White. The shit looks freaking funny as heck. It looks so good. He did the freaking evil queen as Snow White so much better as a character. It doesn't sound dead like fucking Rachel Zegler's character. I'm going to say Gal Gadot's is going to be bad too. Her character as evil queen, I think, is going to be better, in my opinion. Anyway, let's begin. So this is Mr. Alec Baldwin may be facing more involuntary, I can't say, unaliving, exterminating charges in the fatal rush shoot. I think extermination, exterminate, and extinct should be okay to say on YouTube instead of, you know, the KILING or murdering or STABBING or SHOOTING or RAPING or GRAPING. I can't say the word like I spelled them like that. So that's the words I gotta use for censorship. This comes from Olivia Land. So yeah, before I do get into this though, the three movies I do remember growing up, like Alec Baldwin was the original Beetlejuice, it came out a year before I was born, 1988. I didn't even watch it till like 1994, 95. I was like 5, 6 years old. Glengarry Glen Ross, I don't know, you asked me how I watched that one when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I think I watched one at my uncle's house, so lucky enough to get away with it. Tremendous performer, one of the first movies I saw Al Pacino in too, which is kick-ass. I think Christopher Walken was in it, so that one, Pearl Harbor, the one that Ben Affleck when he was younger back in it, and then years later when I was in my early 20s, It's Complicated with Meryl Streep. The only best 4, maybe 5 movies he ever did, and Shadowing, and that was it. And a few the episodes of 30 Rock. But other than that, I'm not here to talk about his movie career. I watched a bunch of them. I'll leave the links to all 3 of the videos down below to see all the historical stuff he did. But talking about dudes like Alec Baldwin, it's like talking about the big giant juggernauts, behemoths, absolutely spectacular masters, demigods of Hollywood, like Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Al Pacino, Christopher Walken, Mark Wahlberg, hell, even other old senior citizen dudes like freaking what was his name? Besides Christopher Walken out there, like Joe Pesci, and freaking my personal opinion, how Tony Bennett was. Rest in peace to that dude. And another ones, the senior citizen dudes that have OG iconic pizzazz to them when they used to act. Some of them are still active. They're 89 years old. They're getting close to that, fortunately, deathbed. Anyways, let's begin. More sad news here. So, New Mexico prosecutors are set to recharge Mr. Alec Baldwin, the one that took, unfortunately, unexterminated, sadly, Helea Hutchins. It's extremely super sad stuff. The one from 2.5 years ago almost now. It's crazy how long that time's flown by. Involuntary, sadly, exterminating charges in connection to the 2021 pew-pewing, sadly, on the set of the film Rust that he killed, unalive, sadly, unexterminated, sadly. Cinematographer Helena Hutchins. The forthcoming charges were reported by NBC News, aka mainstream media. I don't know if that's real or fake. I don't know. Could be muddying the waters fake, could be real. Who knows? Baldwin's case will be brought before a grand jury in mid-November, and a source added there has also been recent rumblings of a possible plea deal, they said. Luke Nikas and Alex Spiro, hopefully I'm saying that right, Spiro or Spellro, Baldwin's attorneys with the firm Quinn Manuel, told the Post, it is unfortunate that a terrible, sad situation, I can say that, has been turned into a misguided prosecution who will answer any charges, quote, unquote. Special prosecutors Carrie, I'm going to butcher his last name, Morrissey or Morrissey? Morrissey? I think it's Morrissey or Morrissey. I'm going to call it Morrissey. And Jason Lewis dismissed Baldwin's initial involuntary unaliving, sadly, evil destruction of humanity charges in April due to, quote, new facts into the case. The New Mexico legend legal team, however, has retained the rights to recharge the actor, willing, quote, this is quotation marks, this decision does not involve Mr. Baldwin, and the criminal culpability on charges may be filed. This is the dude that started Baldwinism. Him and his 6-7 brothers are like billionaires, or probably trillionaires at this point. Hell, one of his like nieces freaking is married to Justin Bieber. So I'm not surprised. I think Haley Baldwin, she became Haley Bieber like 4 years ago. So they're probably bigger than Oprah. They're probably almost trillionaires at this point. Who knows? The 6 brothers, they're probably billionaires or trillionaires. Let's continue on. This is the dude that started Baldwinism and philanthropy philosophy. So I got to remember, the dude is way, way super attached to this world, unfortunately. His acting chops are spot on. Chef's kiss. Knock out the park. It's a slap. It's a bop. It's a hit. They're legendary. They're kind of way before I was alive. In the late 70s, 80s, 90s. When I was a 90s baby, 90s kid. This dude was way on top of the world back then. This was mine. And did a lot of voice acting too. Mr. Baldwin, a couple of capable in charges. We feel like we read that. The latest update comes nearly exactly 2 years after Miss Helena Hutchins was, fortunately, had a lot of hot pencil lead poisoning when Baldwin's prop laser pew pew took off into the Western film set in October of 2021. Unfortunately, yeah, her light got cut short, sadly. Director Joel Souza was also injured in the accident. Baldwin told ABC News, I quote, no idea how a live bullet got into the Rust set, but he added he did, quote, didn't pull the trigger on the Colt Dash 444.5 million revolutionary rotationary device. Investigators who took place to the prop fake protection device, found the weapon had been worn joints and trigger controls did not have no functionality properly, according to NBC News sources. Yeah, so thoughts, views, and opinions. I remember the other crazy girl, the one with the rainbow child looking chick, the one that was in charge of the costumes and the fake prop weapons and the fake prop pew-pews, fake realistic personal protection, not real devices, fake stage prop statue devices. She looked like a crazy SOB. And you already saw my thumbnail, you know she looks, she has a rainbow one, she has the two, things up in the air like in the 80s, 90s or whatever. She has this revolver, boom, boom, those mini rocket launchers. I'm gonna call them mini rocket launchers. I don't think I'll get in trouble for that. But anyways, it is what it is. Mr. Alec Baldwin, man, he's got to fess up and take accountability for what he did. I mean, he did one of the worst things on the planet, in my personal opinion. I don't know, dude. Allegedly, he took this girl's soul too soon. He exterminated her way too early, too soon. She had a beautiful life, beautiful soul. She almost looks like one of my ex-girlfriends. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say a fake name for let's see, Julissa. She looks like one of my ex-girlfriends, Julissa, even though that's not her real name. But Julissa looked a lot like Helea Hutchins, except she was like more Native American, Colombian, dark skin like me, and not a white-looking girl. But she had that same facial structure and the same eyes and the same nose structure too, which is freaky. So when I heard what her name, what her face looked like, I cried. I feel like it was one of my ex-girlfriends that he took away from this world forever. I'm not saying that's entirely Alec Baldwin's fault. I mean, they showed him. He was sopping him open. I remember watching the freaking interviews, unscripted. I'm not sure if he was saying it from the heart, because you gotta remember, these people are very super, highly trained actors, highly trained professionals, highly trained entertainers. So you don't know who or what their motives are IRL. And Mr. Baldwin, I know he has a really good, amazing, wonderful track record of winning Oscar awards, doing wonderful performances. I watched like 40 out of the 120, 200 movies he's done. I only watched like 40 or 45 movies he did. Tremendously wonderful actor, tremendously wonderful acting chops. Very good entertainer and performer. But off camera, I heard he was the worst jerk ever. And I remember in 2006, 2008, when I was still in high school, sophomore, junior, senior year, he yelled at his little daughter, saying, F you, or an effing screwy, disgusting little filthy pig. I remember he said that. So he already had real effed up, I guess, IRL. I don't know him personally. He had a lot of family problems, family issues, and son and daughter issues, being a dad. Sadly. I mean, he's 65 going on 66 years old. He's older than my old man. It's crazy. My dad's barely going to be getting the 60s at the end of this year. And almost early January. But One other thing I'll say about this, bro, he better get a shit ton of good lawyers. New Mexico senators and governors and the police and authorities over there, they're clinging on to him. They're not going to let him go from this treacherous, unfortunate, like, sad situation, unfortunately harmful event that happened 2 years ago in New Mexico, and they're filming the movie Rust. If it does come out, I still might watch it, but I'm going to watch it in the memory and the solidarity of freaking Helena Hutchins, because she didn't deserve to get her life taken away that early. And the other girl that was like a crazy psychopath looking chick, she looked psychopath insane. It's like she wanted to put real, you know, hot lead and hot poisonous, you know, C4 mini rocket launcher pew-pews and to hurt Helena Hutchins. I think she probably really, really hated that girl, Helena Hutchins, in real life. The one that's that rainbow-haired chick, the one that was putting the 2 fake prop statue GUNS firearms, like she was a badass, putting them like an X cross. You'll see it in the thumbnail. I think she had a lot of mental effed up issues. I know I'm not a psychologist or therapist. I can't really state that claim because I have no degree in any of that state whatsoever, but that's the way I see it, allegedly. And that's it. Alec Baldwin, you better get the best attorneys and mental lawyers if you're going to fight this case. And you got billions and trillions of dollars. Shouldn't be no problem at all. When he was on Conan O'Brien, I watched a couple of his videos. He had a real cocky, nasty, fucked up, arrogant attitude. Some of his jokes are funny and some were nasty. He's like 50-50. He's a split in the middle of me. I like him sometimes as an actor, and I hate him sometimes as an actor. And I like him as a person, sometimes I hate him as a person. He's like a teeter-totter for me with Alec Baldwin. But anyways, other than that, that's all I got to say for now, man. Links to description box down below. Cards hiding on the side, and that's it. I'll show the Ben Shapiro Daily Wire music movie thing of Snow White down below. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros. Damn, Wizard fangirls talking to buddies. I'll see you when I see you guys today, good night, wherever around the world, the universe out there. Don't drink smoke at the same time. Don't the reckless. It's more your conscious channel. To the video game industry news, and manga news, or just drama news, kick drama news, X drama news, sometimes Switch drama news, or YouTube drama news, and of course, once in a while, Elon Musk news, and celebrity gossip news, and reaction review segments like once every 7 or 8 months. Take it easy, Peter, on the sauerkraut. Ladies can buy. See the flip side, they'll take it in the jab or the poke, or the hydrogel nanobot, poisonous crap that those freaking NDA, FDA, CDC fools try to get you. Alright, I'm out of here. Deuces, bye. Late. See you soon. Goodbye. Stay extra safe. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Later.